Hi, book lovers! Whether you're a city reader or a country bookworm, I think the great equalizer amongst all of us is small town romances. Something about the nostalgia, the forced proximity, the familiarity, the optimism keep us all coming back for more. So if small town romances are your gig, here are 6 from Harlequin to add to your TBR pile. This only looks like 5, but more will be revealed. First up is the wholesome and heartwarming Winning the Sheriff's Heart by Anna Grace. Ever since PE teacher Tate Ryman moved to Pronghorn, Oregon, he's been constantly breaking the law, and Sheriff Ada Weston has a ticket book with his name on it. But Tate is determined to win Ada over, as he needs her help to start a soccer team for a new batch of exchange students. Ada agrees to a ceasefire and trial run, but as the two of them spend more time together, they may find more than they expect on the field. Not only does this sound absolutely adorable. Who doesn't love an enemies to lovers teacher romance in a small town, but also that our sheriff character is the woman of the duo? Because how many times have we read a story where the sheriff is a man? And so it's fun to be like, you know what? Yeah, like women can be prickly sheriffs who are in need of love too. Another lady sheriff on this list who's out there looking for love is Deputy Sheriff Lacey Nash from A Proposal for Her Cowboy by Carrie Lynn Webb. Now that she's finally back in her hometown of Three Springs, Texas, Lacey wants nothing more than to just take care of her 9-year-old daughter Aspen. And the new in town carefree cowboy Caleb Sloan is nothing but a distraction. But he's constantly going out of his way to make sure that Lacey feels welcome in town, even going so far to help train Aspen for the junior rodeo contest. As an ex-horse girl, this one is my personal favorite. Training for rodeo is no joke. If you find a partner who's willing to run circuits with you and clean up the trailers and make sure that your tack is all in order, like, you need to marry that man. But if you're a more coastal gal and you're looking for some more mystery and intrigue in your romance novels, may I suggest Captured at the Cove by Carol Erickson. Our main character Astrid's ex-husband showed her the dark side of law enforcement, and she has every reason to mistrust the new sheriff in town. But after her son witnesses a murder, Astrid and Sheriff West are going to have to team up to make sure that her son is safe from the drug dealers now targeting him. As they grow closer together, sparks are flaring, yet at the same time, this crime-solving duo keeps unearthing more mysteries about the island. I personally grew up spending summers in a seaside coastal town, and something about small towns by the sea is it's so idyllic and beautiful, and yet there could be so much more there, especially for a place called Deadfalls Island. Speaking of suspenseful romance, if you can't get enough and are looking for a new one, you should try Baby in Jeopardy by Tara Taylor Quinn, where an abandoned child ropes Jenny into danger, but also brings her a second chance at love. Jenny's ex-husband Ben is a wary cop who saw danger at every turn, and his overprotectiveness ruined their marriage. But when someone abandons a baby on the steps of her daycare, Jenny has to work with Ben again, as it turns out there are people hunting this child and putting Jenny in the crosshairs as well. And as the three of them go into hiding, Jenny and Ben have to confront their shared past and find a way to move forward together in the future while also protecting this child. All you second chance romance fiends out there, this one's for you. In addition to Quinn Sierra's web series, the drama, danger, and passion will have you flipping pages till the very end. And last but not least, you get a 2-for-1 deal in this duo bind-up that is Still the One by Susan Mallory with Jill Kemmerer's Hometown Heroes Redemption. I mean, everything's bigger in Texas, and Still the One's main character, Carrie, has left her hometown of Texas to pursue her dreams in New York City, but she left a boyfriend without saying goodbye. Gage has spent 8 heartbroken years in Possum's Landing, both pining and trying to forget Carrie. He's slowly built a life for himself there, and he's now the town sheriff. He tells himself he's all but forgotten Carrie until she comes back into town to sell her grandmother's house, and the two of them collide once again. Will these jilted ex-lovers find love together once again as they're going through nostalgia and heartbreak? We can only hope to find out. Please note that Still the One was originally published as Good Husband material, so there's just been a change in title, it's still the same good story. And then we have Hometown Heroes Redemption by Jill Kemmerer, which is included in this bind-up, but here's the cover in case you want to look for it on its own. Firefighter and all-around good guy knows he's going to need help when he becomes the guardian of a foster 10-year-old boy. But to get that help, he's gonna have to prove to former social worker Laura that he's not that silly jock that she knew when she was in high school. Laura doesn't want a reunion with Drew, nor does she want to return to her old profession, but a troubled young man and a handsome guardian may be too much for her to resist. It's inspirational, heartwarming, and healing, all about second chances and found family. And I can't be the only one who thinks firefighters are all pretty dreamy. If you'd like to check out any of the small town romances I mentioned in today's video, you can head to the link in the description box and go to harlequin.com to check out all of the amazing offerings they have there. Cowboys, firefighters, and sheriffs. Oh my, what an amazing roster of small town heroes to swoon over. So the next time you're in the mood for a book, I check out one from Harlequin. Happy reading!